Hello everybody, we're back in my bathroom and my hair looks like Hagrid, so that's how you know that some bullshit's about to go down. That's my t-shirt. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway, today I'm going to be breaking literally like one of the first things I put on my New Year's resolution goals list, which was to not dye my hair because I'm really over whatever the frick this is. I'm sick of looking at it. And I do still want to grow my hair out. I am still going to grow my hair out back to my natural hair colour, but we're just getting to the point where I don't like it. I don't really want to look at it growing out next to this ugly brown. So we're going to bleach it. We're going to bleach the living shit out of it. Now I used to do this all the time, like literally every 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks growing up for a period of about 4 to 6 years. I liked my hair white. I did not like regrowth. I did not like anything. I wanted to look like Storm from X-Men and absolutely nothing else. There was no plan B. So I've got an ugly old shirt on. This is one of my gym workout shirts that I don't really care about. And I'm gonna give it a go. I'm starting off with, and all my friends are about to have a fucking breakdown because I use box colour, and I've always used box colour because it has never ever failed me, and so I'm not going to change that. It's already really hot in this bathroom, so I am probably going to have a meltdown at some point. But we're starting off with this. The Nordic Blonde, 9 levels of lift. Now this is not the one that I used to use when I was a teenager. Sorry, I was opening the window. For some reason I think they might have discontinued that because I can't find it anywhere, but the one I used to use used to offer 11 levels of lift, and that is how I used to get my hair like white. And then we're going to follow it up with this. And I know they look almost exactly the same. It's really important to me that however my hair comes out, it is cool toned. I do not do warm toned hair colours, and I think that's why this here, like, I'm not vibing with it. It's quite warm. I just don't think it looks good on me. I don't like warm colours. I especially do not like warm blondes on me. So the only colour I ever do my hair is a cool ash blonde, and that one there is called 10.21 Stockholm Very Light Pearl Blonde, and it's the only one that I could find in the store that had 2 boxes of the same colour, so that's why I went with that one. It's really not that deep. I just need 2 boxes because as much as my hair is not long, it is thick, and I know that I'm going to need 2 boxes, probably because I'll run out when I have like the crown of my head to do. The thing that I am doing different that I've never done before is I actually went and brought like a mixing bowl and like a brush. I've never used these before. Can't even guarantee that I'm going to use it today. What's this? Oh, it's like a little crochet hook. That makes a lot of sense because this like highlighting cap came in it. Absolutely not. These are horrible. We don't use these here. So that's going to go in the bin. It came with gloves. It came with, oh, what is all this? What's this? Seriously though, what is that? It's like a teeny tiny little shower cap. Useless to me is what it is. I just want the bowl and I want the brush because, like I said, I'm trying to keep my roots. So instead of just smacking that bitch on, I'm actually going to try and like paint it a little bit so that I can preserve at least a little bit of the root, and then like the regrowth won't be as harsh as what it is now because it's just like literally a line. If that doesn't work out, because I am alone, once again I do this when I am alone, if it doesn't work out and it's gonna be too hard, I literally will just bleach my whole head. I don't care that much. Like I said, it's not that deep. And plan A is to bleach and leave the roots. Plan B is to just bleach the whole head if the roots is too hard. Really don't want to have to do that, but it's fine. And then plan C is if it really goes tits up and none of this takes and it ends up an ugly colour, I will just dye it dark brown again. And then this time I actually will let it grow out because I will have learnt my lesson. Probably. I'm going to get started. I'm going to mix up 1 box. You guys are not going to like how I do this. I can already tell. Someone feel free to send this to Brave Mondo because he's going to have a fucking meltdown. Let's just get going. I'm just going to clean up my bench space a little bit because I don't want to accidentally get bleach on anything I shouldn't. And then we'll get started. It has been a while since I've bleached my hair. I coloured my hair brown in December of 2023 because Mark had moved to Australia and I was left unattended, and that's usually how things happen. So that's when I first did it, and then I redid it in May, right before we went to Rarotonga, because I wanted beautiful fresh hair for our holiday, and I have not dyed it since. So when I'm filming this, it is the end of March, start of April, so it has been almost a year since I've dyed my hair. I'm trying to get all of the shit out of the bottle, and I am just going to mix one at a time. I'm not going to mix them both together because you never know. You never know what you're actually going to need, and I don't want to waste a box if I don't need it. The ventilation in this room is poor at best, so probably going to end up with a stunning headache. Sorry, I can't really show you this because I need both hands. But I just put in the powder, which is called a blonde booster, and then I'm going to put in the lightening cream as well. Like I said, I used to do this all the time. And I only really stopped because I dyed my hair brown. Does this go in? Yeah, this goes in. And my hair was so damaged. This is years and years ago now. This is probably about 6-7 years ago. My hair was so damaged from being bleached all the time that when I dyed it brown, it literally went black, and then I could not get any of that pigment back out of it. It just wouldn't. It didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter how many times I tried to remove it or dye over it, or it was just not having it. That was a great noise. So I had to grow it out then, and I ended up keeping it grown out for my wedding, and then I bleached the shit out of it for my wedding and started having fun with it again because my hair was already bleached, so I might as well do whatever I want. And I got married coming up on 4 years ago, so it's been a while that I've been playing with my hair, and I am ready to grow it back out to its natural colour again. But that takes time. I think it took me 3 years to grow my natural hair out last time, but it was about this long. Hello! My little bowl. Doesn't it look great? I can't show you. It stinks, that's for sure. I've never done it in a bowl before. This is weird to me. I'd usually just go straight from the bottle, like in the end of all. One thing that I don't do, I really should have read the instructions because I'm not sure if I should have added that in. Oh. One thing that I don't do that you guys may or may not have strong opinions about is I do not oil my hair when I bleach it. My hair is naturally a light blonde, and it has always taken colour and bleach exceedingly well. It also tends to suck it up into the hair, so I'm not sure how close to the root I'm going to go because watch my hair prove me wrong today and do everything the exact opposite of what I'm telling you. It's been a very long time since I've bleached my hair, so we'll just see how we go, but typically it will suck it up quite far, so I'm planning to leave a bit of room because I know it's going to get closer than where I put it. Furious mixing. Hiya! I don't want to hear shit from anybody in my life about this. It has been over 2 years since I have bleached my hair. Don't want to hear your bullshit. This is already proving a lot harder than I expected it to be. How the fuck do you guys do this with a brush? Just wing it, it's fine. This shit stinks, bro. Stinks. I can already tell I'm gonna get bored, and I'm just gonna end up bleaching like my entire head. Because these tiny sections are gonna take forever. I have so much hair on my head. This is not, ain't gonna cut it for me, you know? Trying to make sure all of the ends are really saturated. And I'm just sort of like guessing in terms of where I want like my blending to be and where I want it to stop and start, and gotta make sure you do the bottom and the top too, people. This is not a tutorial, do not listen to me, but it is a good point. When you're bleaching your hair, please do both sides. Bleach does not lather, it is not shampoo, it goes where you put it. Okay? I was thinking about doing like a Scandinavian hairline, you know how they come out? You know how they like bleach the shit out of like the front of your hair so that it's all like beautiful and white? Low-key want to do that. This section's probably fucking huge. Yup. Oh well. If this turns out like even 45% decent, I'll be happy. Not absolutely atrocious is what we're aiming for. As always, I have very, very low hopes and expectations, which is why most of the time I actually surprise myself. Oh, okay, it's really starting to stink. My friend Brie is going to be living for this. One time, when Brie wanted to bleach her hair, she wanted help, and so I was like, duh, you're my best friend, of course I'll come help you. And so we bleached her hair out like in her back garden, because we were just hanging out. It was a beautiful day. Our friend Jess was there too. It was great. It was a fun time. And then we were like, oh, how do we get this inside without, you know, like ruining literally everything we touch? And she was like, it's all good. It is all good. We'll just rinse it out with the garden hose. And so we did. And I'm not gonna lie, that first one looked fucking terrible, and that was because I was like, hey, I've just learned a new technique from the internet, let's try it, you're gonna look stunning. And she trusted me like an idiot, and it looked terrible, so I went and brought 2 more boxes of bleach and we just did it like my tried and true way, still rinsing it out with the garden hose. But it looked really good in the end, so that's just proof that, you know, you can fix mistakes. Mistakes aren't permanent. You can fix things most of the time, probably. And if you can't, well, she's your best friend, she has to forgive you. Just 'cause you saw the world through some peach colored glasses. I had to get up. Now, life was in black and white until I saw your light. I thought I had to find. First application is on. I stuck it out. You can see my poor shirt is absolutely ruined, but it's fine. I've stuck it out. I did choose to do like the bleach to my hairline. Haven't bleached anything else. You can see it's looking very yellow. It's looking a little bit patchy. I don't think I love the roots already, but I'm gonna leave it on. It is 12:30 now. I'm going to leave it on for about 15 minutes and then I'll take it down. I'll see how it's progressing. If I don't like the roots, then I will go in and bleach them and allow them to process while the rest of my hair processes. So basically I just have to wait and see, which is my least favorite part about all of this. I'm not good at waiting and seeing, but I'm gonna distract myself. I'm gonna go do some stuff, and next time you see me, I may or may not have a completely bleached head. Hello, this is the result. It's not perfect, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a damn sight better than what I was expecting. My head had 2 rounds of very, very dark brown box dye in it, and so that's like 2 boxes of hair dye twice. So I'm not mad at it. Like, obviously it's orange, the ends are very orange, the roots are pretty orange. I did go back and do my roots because this section here, it sucked all the way up to the root, pretty much all the way up to about here. It sucked all the way up to the root, so there was none left. I did manage to successfully leave roots on the top, but it didn't matter when the rest of it had already done it. It kind of just looked silly having my roots left on the top, so I just went back through and did it, and then I Shampooed, obviously, with the purple one that they provide, but I have a very, very dark purple shampoo that I use, so I popped that in just to wash it out, and then what I did was mix a toner in, well, not a toner, but like that dark purple shampoo in with a conditioner, and I put it in my hair when it was damp, not wet, almost essentially dry, and I left that in there. And you can see this part here, I actually almost turned purple, my bad. So I left that in there for probably like 5-10 minutes, washed it out. I've now waited for it to dry, completely dry. Oh, there's a tiny bit of wetness in the ends, and I'm ready to do round 2 of depositing the like colour. I'm pretty sure that one still has a bit of lift in it as well, and that's what I'm hoping for, just to lift these like orangey bits out of it. But yeah, I'm actually not mad. Like, I expected this the first time when I got it out of the water pre-toner or anything, it was like orange. Like, I lifted my head up and I was like, oh, this is going poorly. But no, I'm not mad at it. This is one round of bleach. What I used to do when I was transitioning between like a dark, like a black or a brown, is I would bleach, tone, color, tone. So I have kind of essentially skipped a step here and managed to get it this high in one bleach session. I'm not mad at it at all. My hair does feel a bit like, especially towards the ends, it's a bit dry, but like condition wise, haven't got any breakage, haven't got any like stringiness or sponginess, which again, I'm not surprised about. I know my hair, I know what works for me, and I know this is absolutely fine. So mum, if you're watching this, you've been saying it for 15 years and you can keep saying it. I'm not going to fry my hair off. It'll be fine. The number one reason why I didn't show you immediately in the bathroom is because the lighting here is very yellow, and it makes it look a lot more yellow than it actually is. So you can see it's pretty even all the way around. Obviously there's some like orangeness from about here down, but that makes sense because my regrowth came to about here. So yeah, I'm not mad. Let's get to going. I am a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to keep like my natural regrowth, because this means that I have to start this process of growing my hair out all over again. So I have essentially lost a year's worth of growth, which is, oh, so frustrating, but I literally did it to myself. My hair looked fine how it was. I could have left it alone and I chose not to. So I thought I could be a hairdresser and play funny buggers, and instead ended up getting myself into a bit of mischief. So we're just going to be blonde, and we'll start again from now. Next time I tell anybody in my life that I'm going to bleach my hair, can y'all please be like, cut it out? And I know you guys say that all the time, but because I haven't bleached my hair in a year, all my friends were like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Michaela again. But I am trying to grow my hair out. I want it to be natural because I'm almost 30 and I know I'm bound to have some greys in here somewhere. I've never seen any, but that's purely because I keep frickin' colouring it. And I'm actually like, you might not agree with this, but I'm actually kind of excited to go grey. Like, I have had grey hair. Ooh, that was really scary. I've had grey hair for so long, and I pay so much money to get my hair to be grey, and I spend so much time colouring it that I'm actually kind of like excited to go grey naturally. So don't get me wrong, my opinion on that is most likely going to change 17 times over the next couple of years, but for now I'm really excited to go grey. I want to see what my natural hair looks like because I don't often get to see that. Yeah, I want to know what I'm working with. I want to see how we're going to age. I want to know if I'm going to age gracefully or if I'm going to need to commit to colouring my hair for the rest of my life. This better work. Don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't. Go to the store looking like an asshole. Oh, this one stinks. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Don't fuck Jesus Christ, that was really rude. Oh, this one burns my eyes more than the bleach does. Does this have bleach in it? We'll find out. This brush ain't doing shit. Ah! Ah! It's all over my shirt. This was a fucking terrible idea. How is this more chaotic than the bleach was? The bleach was supposed to be where there was a problem. We're also just going straight on the route with this. I don't do any of this. Flicked it on the floor. This is a rental. I have so many friends back in New Zealand who are hairstylists who are going to be like, Michaela, because they know that I do this to my hair. Everybody in my life knows that I do this to my hair. My eyes are stinging. But they've never actually seen me do it because I'm very private. When it comes to stuff like this, I kind of just like to lock myself in my bathroom and get it done, and then if there's any like fuck-ups, I fix them before I show people or let people know, apart from the fact that I send absolutely atrocious photos mid-progress to my friends. I will add some on the screen here because I think they're funny. You can't embarrass me more than I can embarrass myself, so go ahead. What was I saying? Ow! Yeah, no one's actually ever seen my process, apart from maybe my cousin Glenn one time when we lived together as kids, but even then, like, I was significantly less hectic than I am as of current because I did it all the time and because, like, I knew very thoroughly what I was doing, whereas now I'm like, it's been 2 years since I bleached my hair, this will still work, right? I don't fucking know. I dried it with a blow dryer. That's how, like, I don't use blow dryers on my hair, I don't use heat on my hair, I very, very rarely even straighten it. I used a blow dryer. What the fuck is going on here? Help. There we go. My hair is so puffy. Woo. And we do big sections in this house. When we're not trying to be smart, we do big ass sections. It's fine. Just make sure you saturate your shit and nothing can go wrong. This is not a tutorial. Please don't do this and tell your parents that some random girl on the internet told you nothing can go wrong. It's not right at all. Everything could go wrong. Right, I'm gonna mix this up. This is, again, I have decided that this brush thing, it's not for me. It's not for me. It's just a hassle. I keep dripping it everywhere and then I'm like hustling to clean it up because I don't want to, even mixing it in this bowl is a pain in the ass, to be honest. Like, it's going to go over the edge. This bowl ain't big enough. This bowl ain't big enough for the two of us. Right, this is the thickest part of my dome when it comes to hair. I know you wouldn't think that way because of how large my forehead is, but we've got a lot of hair going on. Does anyone else with like chronically straight hair just have like ridiculous knotting problems? And don't tell me that's because my hair is damaged, because before today, before I damaged the shit out of it, it was actually very, very healthy because it hadn't been bleached in over a year and I have been taking care of it. But it's just always knotty, always has been. Even from when I was a child I used to hate having my hair brushed because I knew it was going to hurt because it was going to be knotty. It was just going to be a horrible time for everybody involved. My mother can probably attest to that. She probably didn't like brushing my hair either because I'm the biggest fucking drama queen you'll ever meet. Always have been, always will be. Ain't nothing gonna change there. Ow! Hello! Oh no. So this is what we're looking at. It is a new day, not because it took forever. I don't even know if there's that much difference on camera, but there's difference in real life. This side still is a little bit orange, especially at the ends here. You can definitely see where my natural hair grew out to, and then definitely where the brown started. This side's not as bad. It is still a bit wet. Actually, it's very wet back here because I went in again and toned it this morning. Loving this colour. Still a little bit yellow on the top, but yeah. I think I can tone this out, but I don't know if I can be bothered. I actually, like, I wasn't, this is not what I was going for. My hair is very thick at the bottom as well, so we've gone like full Lord Farquaad with how frizzy it is at the moment. It's probably because it's damaged as fuck, but yeah, I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's very like, depends on what kind of light you look in, and I'm gonna be honest, I really can't be bothered doing it again, but I think I have to. I'm gonna give it a few hours. I'm not even gonna film an outro because I am sure that I'm gonna fuck with it again. Like, I know me and I know that I can't just leave it the fuck alone. So I'll be back, and hopefully in a few hours I'll be able to tell you what I actually want to do, because I'm not quite sure yet. We're back for attempt 3. This is the one we're using this time. Where are ya? This one. Look at that colour, see that? And it even says yellow to that. It better be cool toned. If it's not cool toned, I'm gonna fucking melt down. It says triple care colour, grey coverage, 100% grey coverage, anti-brassiness. Can you just go in my hair, please? Like, it's not that bad, but I don't like it. Also, my hair's already getting like longer again since I cut it, and I don't like that, so I did actually heavily consider cutting it again. My nose itches. Where's my phone? I think I just want to put on some music and get a vibe on and get this done. Although I say that, but I'm probably going to listen to music for like 10 minutes and then I'll go back to watching murder documentaries. I wish I had like, I wish I had like a playlist on YouTube of like shit I want to listen to, and I could do, I'm just too lazy to go and make one. I do, however, have a Starkin playlist. I wanna be Starship Ranger, which is very niche, but it's fine. My UE boom is also dead, so I could charge it, but it's been dead for like months. I've been too lazy to charge it. Stay there. Let's get started. Can I get copyrighted for this? Starkit, are you gonna copyright me? I'm like your biggest fan. Oh my god, it's so hard. Dream a little harder when life won't go your way. Simply dream a little harder. The question then is whether it is nobler in the mind to be well liked but ineffectual, or moral but maligned. I'll never be a hero, all the citizens adore. But if I hide to save my life, what has my life been for? What has my life been for? Be legendary, the side of the story they'll never learn. I want a life of adventure, with no orders I have to obey, and danger galore, long as I can be sure that I'm safe and secure at the end of the day. What I wouldn't give to live in a new situation. Okay, wait, for argument's sake, do you keep your playlists, like say Spotify, whatever, on shuffle or like straight play through? Because Mark and I disagree about this so much. He keeps his on shuffle, which like it's fine, whatever. He listens to so many different genres of music that I kind of get it. I'm like a one and done pony, you know? And I keep mine on straight through. I friggin' hate when my music is on shuffle because I like to listen to certain songs. I go through phases, I'll listen to like the same 5 songs on repeat. So I want to listen to those 5 songs. I don't want to guess what comes next. And then what happens is I listen to it so much on repeat that like I know what song's going to play next. So even if I like hear the song playing on the radio, at the end, my brain switches to like, oh, this is what's next in my playlist. Mark hates that. He can't handle that. It drives him nuts. And we used to share, up until like earlier this year, we used to share a Spotify account. So one of us would go on and the other one would have changed it. So I'm always going on and I'm like, who has put my freaking playlist on shuffle? That's Mark. But let me know in the comments, do you do shuffle? Not shuffle. Am I alone in this? I don't think I'm alone in this. This is really dark. It's probably fine, right? The way I do. Your kind is great and weak, and I want to destroy you all. This isn't from Twisted, this is from Starship, I believe. Perfect and wonderful. Jamie! Don't ever tell me what I can't do. I'd watch my tone if I were you. Hello! This is the final result. I love it personally. There are a few little dark patches where like usually my roots took the colour a little bit. Hi, Jen! A little bit more, but obviously that was because my roots were like white. All of the yellowness is gone. It's a colour that I genuinely really love, and I actually think this is relatively close to my natural hair colour. I think my natural hair colour is a bit of like a darker blonde than this still, but I love it. I've had the best time. Actually no, I haven't. I was like a tiny bit stressed for a little bit in there, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but just have to trust the process. And we did, and it always turns out not too bad. Chicken! Honey, she's in jail. Hey, you're in I'm being held jail because I can't behave myself and I'm chasing things on the outside of the window that I can't get to. Yeah, anyway, I love this colour. I think it turned out really well. I'm very happy with it. I have a bit of like the mask that came with it. It was like this really deep purple mask that when I put it on my hair it actually went like a really deep cobalt blue colour. So I've got a whole nother bottle of that still, and I'm really excited because I think that's definitely what helped kind of tie it in all together. They obviously give it to you for a reason. I have a massive bowl of purple shampoos, so we'll see what happens to it as it ages and as it grows out, but for now I'm super happy with how this looks. I definitely thought that I had messed up for a little while. I was like, oh no, we've done it this time. And I definitely don't think I'm ever going to bleach my hair like that again, just because of how terrible it really felt. This is the first time properly doing it in about, I want to say like 2-3 years, and my hair definitely does not handle it how it used to when I was younger. I'm very thankful that I have some oils and some masks and some stuff that I have put through this and kind of saved it. Like it's definitely damaged, don't get me wrong, I damaged the absolute shit out of it. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's perfect, but it's shiny, it feels actually pretty good, and it's still got like a bit of give to it. And I'm happy, and that's what matters. I'm still gonna grow it out, and I think it's gonna be less noticeable now. Like my regrowth line, I'm hoping that it's gonna fade into this color. We'll see how we go, but I had a good time. I'm happy with the outcome. It usually works out as long as you've got some sort of understanding of color theory. I hope you had a good time. If you did, make sure you leave a like and a comment. Maybe tell me if I should do this again, and if I should, what color should I do? No, don't do that, because we're not doing that. I'm gonna grow my hair out and it's gonna be healthy. I already want to cut it again, but I'm telling myself no, because I actually really want, like, I'm back in my I want long hair phase, but I can't stop cutting my short hair. So everybody just leave me a comment below saying, Michaela, leave your hair the fuck alone, because that's what I need to see right now. And I'm going to come back to this video and I need to continuously read those comments of leave your hair alone, because no doubt in like a couple months from now I'm going to get the urge to do something else stupid to it. So Anyway, I had a great time. Thank you again for watching another one of my videos. If you did make it this far, you are very appreciated. I know some of these are a little bit hectic and don't really make too much sense, so I do appreciate it when people actually get to the end of them. Hopefully I will see you next time. Hopefully if you really like me and want to see more of my content and get a little reminder when I upload, then subscribe, and I will see you guys with something far less hectic and far less frightening next week. Bye.